I am your host, Debbie, here to help you get in the know about Waco. This week, we're going to be highlighting Black Daisy's events happening this weekend. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hey guys, my name is Stephanie Welch, and I am the owner of the Black Daisy Boutique.
All right, awesome. Tell me a little bit about what brought you to Waco and what made you start your boutique.
So I've been in Texas 12 years, but we've only been in the Waco area 4 years. My husband is in law enforcement, and he got stationed out here, and so obviously the whole family came.
Of course. And then what convinced you to start opening a shop and become a part of the Waco community?
So I've been in business 4.5 years, so I already had the boutique when we moved to Waco. My first store was actually in Belton, and I drove by this empty place in the China Spring area every single day for about a year, and finally I convinced my husband to go look at it, and that's where we opened our first store.
That's so exciting, and I know you just opened a second shop as well, right?
Yes, so we just opened our second location in downtown Waco. We are on Washington and 12th Street, and it's also a salon, Wicked Hair Studio, so we have 3 stylists in there and the boutique.
All right, awesome. And go ahead and tell me about your events this weekend and what made you want to go ahead and do them.
Okay, so for First Friday, we have from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. we're collecting school supplies for Foster Village Waco. As a former foster mama myself, I know how hard it is to be able to come up with all of this stuff sometimes. So we wanted to do just a school supply drive, and you get an extra 10% off if you bring a donation on top of tax-free, obviously. And then on Saturday from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m., I'll have Lemmy's out in the parking lot. So good. And we're going to have like exclusive sales and some cocktails, some mocktails, just a little bit of hanging out.
That's so awesome. And I know that you guys have resident vendors, and tell me some kind of stuff that you can find at your shop.
So I really pride myself on being different, and so our vendors are all really fun. We are all about bright colors and just being eclectic and all the glitters and rainbows and butterflies and all of that stuff. And we do have a little bit of a dark side too, but we just have a little bit of everything. I definitely think that we're just a boutique that stands out.
Yeah, that's so awesome. And what are some of the things that you can expect to see this weekend, or what are some of the things that are going to be highlighting this weekend?
So we got a lot of fun new T-shirts. I am a big graphic tee girl. Like, I live in them. I wear them every day. So we have a lot of new graphic tees releasing, and just like we have gift items. I mean, we just have so much stuff.
Yeah, that's super awesome. And what are you looking forward to the most, especially with helping Foster Village of Waco?
I'm just really hoping that the community comes together and just helps us, raise donations for these kiddos. Again, it's not easy being a foster parent, let alone trying to get everything that kids need.
Of course. And how do you feel like your little shop has impacted Waco overall, and as well as impacted other communities, and especially people that, like what you're doing with these foster families?
We are really big on giving back and just doing everything we can for the community. So I just hope that we bring a little bit of hope, a little bit of light, and that we just continue to give back as much as we can.
Yeah, and what are some of the things that you would like to see in the future of Waco, or what are some events that you would like to see or you would like to have?
Oh my gosh, can we just do any event, like with this COVID?
That's what everybody's been saying when I ask them that question. They're like, well, when COVID's over, we're going to fill in the blank.
Yes, so we used to do monthly sip-in shops. The last sip-in shop that I had was in March, so this is the first event since March that we're doing. So I just want to see a little bit of normalcy. I don't honestly care what it is. Let's just start doing stuff. Obviously, let's be safe, but let's just start, being a community and doing what we need to do.
Yes, of course. And what are your future plans for your shop, or any future plans for anything moving forward?
I just hope to keep growing and hope to keep bringing just unique and different things to the area, and I just hope that the community keeps supporting us, but just obviously growth, but even just staying where we are and being able to sustain is fine too.
Yes, of course. I completely understand that. And I know you guys have a very online heavy presence. Do you want to go ahead and give me your socials, or where people can find you at?
Yes, so Black Daisy Boutique is where you can find us on Instagram and Facebook. We are heavy on social media. It's so important to us. Our brand is so important to us. We're all about women, all size, all colors, all backgrounds, and our social media is big on that. So yeah, just look up Black Daisy Boutique.
Yeah, that's awesome. And was there any other vendors, anyone else you wanted to highlight or give a little bit of spotlight to?
Oh my gosh, we have so many amazing vendors. Pretty Purpose, leather jewelry, Mrs. Charming, I'm like drawing blanks. She makes amazing like resin and clay jewelry.
We actually had her on the show a couple weeks ago for your grand opening.
Love her. We have Monica who makes
crochet by Monica.
Yes,
yeah.
And then Muddy Craft makes like stamp bracelets, and she's just started making these little word bracelets.
Oh, and yours says magical on
yes,
it. I love
of
that.
Course.
Representing. She's repping in the studio.
Yeah, so we have Monarch and Maple that has gift items, and we have 3 other boutiques at our China Spring store. So I am all about supporting women-owned businesses.
That's
forever and ever.
Yes. Empowered women empower women.
Yes.
And then also I know at your new location downtown there's a hair studio involved?
Yes, Wicked Hair Studio. So Jessica is my partner, and she opened that location with me, my business partner, and she opened that location with me. And so we have 3 stylists in there in total. And yeah, they are amazing. So if you need to get your hair did, you know where to come.
That sounds super awesome. Well, we'll definitely have to check it out. And again, I'm so excited for this sip and shop this weekend because it is the first one in a long time.
Yes.
Are you so excited to get back into the swing of things and trying to reopen, even though with everything going on?
Yes, I just miss seeing my customers. My customers are my friends. I know that sounds so cheesy, but it's so true. I love them so much. So I'm ready to just see faces and just hang out and, you know, bring a little bit of joy in a time that where it's definitely needed.
Yes, of course. And I love that message, and I love what you stand for. So I'm so glad we were able to have you on the show to support your events this weekend.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming in. Thank you for tuning into this week's podcast. This is your host, Debbie, signing off. Now that you know, go. Just go, Waco.
This has been Rogue Media Network Podcast.
Frozen, heroes. Gonna tell you about Frozen, heroes. Gonna tell you about.
Hey, I'm Zach.
And I'm Mike.
And we have a fantastic new podcast to tell you about. Bros, Foes, and Heroes. It's the 2 of us looking into the world of comics, breaking down some characters that you may have never heard of, and some that are just absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, so Zach comes up with a character each time, and I go into it just completely blind. I don't know who this person is or what their abilities are or anything, and basically I guess we kind of go over their origin story and just some of the ridiculous stuff that maybe, especially Golden Age stuff.
Oh, Golden Age stuff is always the best, and we will make sure to highlight all of the shenanigans and just absolute weirdness of everything.
Yeah, that's right. So subscribe today and follow us on Instagram at Bros, Foes, Heroes.
And if you don't, I know where you live. Not really, but please subscribe.
Frozen, heroes. Gonna tell you about Frozen, heroes. Gonna tell you about.
Welcome to One Star Rewind, a new podcast about those dreaded 1-star reviews that every business owner hates to receive, but yet every customer loves to read. During this podcast, we will peel back that 1-star review to better understand how it happened, when it happened, and what the business owner is doing after receiving that 1-star review. This podcast will be about love, hate, and laughter. On One Star Rewind, we will meet with real business owners who will tell their stories and how they do rely on reviews for their business. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, or download us at roguemedianetwork.com. Please subscribe, but only rate and review for not a 1-star review. Join us each time for a new review and a new story.